अगर ये इमेजिनरी है, my next question is, does the atmosphere actually cool with height or not? Yes, it does. Then what is that value? And what is that called as? Okay, that is called as the actual rate of cooling with height in the troposphere is called, anybody? Is called environmental lapse rate, and this is a variable number. It varies. इसका कोई fixed value है ही नहीं. Okay, so normal lapse rate जो 6.4 है या 6.5 है, it's a hypothetical value. It's an imaginary value. It's a hypothetical value. It's an imaginary value. ठीक है? In reality, the actual rate of cooling is called as environmental lapse rate. ELR बोलते हैं. So NLR is different. ELR is different. Subration, steady state means somewhere heat coming in and going out is perfectly balanced instantaneously. What comes in and what goes out is balanced, and the balance is instantaneous. Then it's called as steady state. Okay. Nirmalia, wait for that. सत्य प्रकाश, फिर आप आगे बढ़ गए. बस यही दो टर्म जाने आप. What is ELR and what is NLR? Something like, okay, if I look at a perfect say prelims score, कितना होना चाहिए? 100%. The cutoff is, okay, probably 85%. ये बहुत ज्यादा बोल दिया. Sorry, scare you guys. Cutoff is maybe 50%. So this is a hypothetical value. अगर उतना आपका knowledge है and all goes fine, okay, then you will score this one. In reality, you score this one. Okay, so this is actually not student score. This is what you actually score. ये क्यों बताते हैं? Is help us in comparison. So NLR helps us compare. So NLR, the normal lapse rate, is a hypothetical value. It's an imaginary value for an ideal steady state atmosphere, where the atmosphere is in a state of perfect balance. In reality, the actual cooling rate is called as the environmental lapse rate, and ELR का कोई value नहीं होता. It varies from day to evening to night. It varies on the oceans, on the land. It varies in the winter and the summers. It varies in the forest, in the urban areas, in village areas. It varies on different type of rocks. It varies with different type of pollutants. So ELR does not have any one particular value. It's a variable one. Is it okay, all of you here? Do you all understand what I mean by ELR and NLR now? Okay. So next point here is, so do you understand? Okay. So अभी हम करते हैं NLR करते हैं consider. Now do you understand? The higher we go, the cooler it will be. अगर ये surface है, and I'm saying the cooling is 6.4 centigrade per kilometer. For every 1 degree rise, 1 kilometer rise, कितना cool हो जाएगा? 6.4. Okay. For another 1 kilometer, कितना cool हो जाएगा? So if you start with 100 here, what will I get here? I will get 93.6. You go another 1 kilometer, you again subtract, you'll get, okay, what, 87, 86. 86 point, okay, 0.2. I hope you got it. No, 87.2, sorry. 87.2. So for every 1 kilometer, the temperature will fall by 6.4. Is it okay? So can I say, the higher we go, the cooler it will be? All fine? Yeah, online, is it okay? The higher we go, it will become more and more cooler. Therefore, now look, अगर ये आपका boundary of troposphere है, where at the poles कितना है? It is about 6 kilometers. 9 kilometers height, और इक्वेटर में कितना है? Around 16 kilometers height. So where will the temperature be less? Above the poles यहां पर कम होगा कि above equator यहां पर कम होगा? Where will the temperatures in the troposphere be lesser? आप समझ में आया? So equator, it can be more warm here. The poles can be more cold here. But as you rise up, it becomes cooler. As you rise up, it becomes cooler. But ये इतना ज़्यादा height है that by the time you come here, this is far, far more cooler than the temperatures here. Because the temperature depends on the height. It is 6.4 centigrade, okay, per kilometer. Have I answered the question now here? Where is the temperature lesser? In the above troposphere. Is it above the poles or above the equator? कहां पर होगा less? Above the equator. All good, Nirmalia? Yes. ये सारा GS चल रहा है, okay? I have not even entered अभी optional right now. But yes, GS में इतना बताने का टाइम नहीं होता. So we quickly say some points and move on. Assume that आपने ना पढ़ लोगे. Okay, so our point here is, एक मैंने बताया NLR is a hypothetical. The actual rate of cooling is ELR. Then I said the temperatures in the higher troposphere is lesser above the equator. Is lesser above the equator. Yes, poles are already cold. Yes, but उतना height नहीं है that it can make up. ठीक है? अगर उतना height होता, okay, तो आप खुद का लोग, you can calculate it. So if I start from say minus 10, 20 here, and here I start with maybe 20 degrees, or 30 degrees average, and see you multiply 16 into whatever you want to multiply and see. Okay, so ultimately the height is so much that this has become far, far cooler than this one. Can I move on? All good here? This is troposphere. Now, a very important point is the troposphere is the weather layer. जो भी आप weather देखते हो, when I say weather, I mean what? Rainfall. Weather means what? Winds. Weather means all the climatic events, cyclones, cloudbursts. Okay. Weather means what? The clouds. Whenever I talk about weather, ये weather कहाँ observe होता है? Troposphere में. We don't have weather in the stratosphere. We don't have weather in the mesosphere. Okay. ये जो ELR, NLR है, यही responsible है weather के लिए. So weather is a short-term, day-on-day change. Climate is a long-term pattern. So lot of weather together becomes the climate. Climates are average over decades. Weather is आज का weather cold, tomorrow's weather is what? Hot. Day after is rainy. Weather is short-term, daily changes. Climate is the general pattern of average over a long, long time. ठीक है? So whatever weather you see, whatever climate you see is seen in the troposphere. So troposphere is therefore called as the weather layer. It's called as the weather layer. All good? And just remember for now, ये जो weather जो है ना, this is the consequence of the lapse rate. अगर ये lapse rate नहीं होता, NLR, ELR, I would not have weather. It's a consequence of the lapse rate. In geography, technically, this is what is called as instability. Whatever we have as weather is a consequence of instability, which is a function of the lapse rate. Climatic events. Climatic events. Like cyclones, like tornadoes, like heat waves, like cloud bursts, whatever climatic events we have, whatever rainfall we have, whatever winds we have, clouds we have, whatever precipitation, rainfall and precipitation, they are the consequence of the instability, and that's related to the lapse rates. I'm talking about NLR and also ELR. Can I move on now, all of you? What's troposphere लिख लेंगे आप लोग, all of you? Online, is it okay? Is that fine? Okay, fine. Let's move on. Now, second is, what is the stratosphere? What is the stratosphere? So, stratosphere is above the troposphere. It extends up to 50 kilometers from Earth's surface. Stratosphere has the bulk of ozone, and stratosphere absorbs incoming ultraviolet radiations, okay, because of ozone. Yes, Earth surface. Yes, सब height measured from surface है. यही बनाया था शायद. No. Yeah, here. All the height you measure from the Earth's surface. यहां से 16, यहां से 50, यहां से 80. Okay. All the height are measured from the Earth's surface. From here it is 6, from here it is 50, from here it is 80, and so on. Okay. Yeah. Stratosphere. It is above the troposphere. It extends up to 50 kilometers from Earth's surface. It has the bulk of ozone. It has the bulk, Tushar. It has the bulk of ozone gas, and stratosphere absorbs the incoming ultraviolet radiations because of ozone. So stratosphere क्या है? Stratosphere is heated from what? Is heated from what? It absorbs the incoming, heated from above. That's why it is hot in the upper layers. You come down, it becomes more and more cooler. So when I drew troposphere, I draw this line of temperature. When I draw stratosphere, I draw this line. Means it is hot here. You come down, it becomes more and more cooler. Remember, on the x-axis, I am plotting temperature. On the y-axis, I am plotting height. Stratosphere is heated from above. Is heated from above. All good here? Some लिख लिया, all of you? Yes? It's heated from above. So now I'll ask you a question. Watch, listen here. Say I have a packet of air. Watch, all of you, listen. I have a packet of air. This packet will rise when? When the packet is warmer than the air above, or it is cooler than the air above? Okay? When the packet of air is warm, above air is cold, this packet will rise. This is again cold, this packet will rise. Okay? If the above layers are warmer, will the packet rise? No. In stratosphere, what happens is, अगर ये packet of air है, the above air is warmer. Okay. In troposphere, the above air is cooler. That is why this packet can rise. In stratosphere, the packet cannot rise. And if something can't rise, it can't cool, it won't form clouds, it will not have rains. If something can't rise, I will not have a low pressure. Okay, when something rises, this area will have low pressure. Low pressure means the winds will come in. अगर ये rise ही नहीं हो रहा है, will the winds move in? No. Is it okay? Please, Brajesh, don't use all the technical words. I want to keep it simple right now. वो terms बाद में आएंगे. So this rising, it's what's called as instability. And if I have instability, I'll have climatic conditions. और जब rise नहीं करेगा, will I have any instability? No. Will I have weather? No. So this stratosphere is a stable layer. और इसका रीजन यही है, the air is heated from above. So stratosphere में आपको रिमेंबर क्या करना है, is heat from above. Therefore, stratosphere is a stable layer. What I mean by stable? There is no air upliftment, and therefore there is no climate. No climate means there will be no winds, there is no rainfall, there are no climatic any type of events. Yes, Satyam, correct. The stratosphere is a stable layer. No convection, correct. No upliftment, no convection, no cloud formation, no rainfalls. No rainfall, no winds. So stratosphere is a stable layer. Okay, so stratosphere में, okay, that's why the name is stratosphere, strata. ये layer बन के रह जाता है. There's no mixing. अगर mixing होगा तो layer will get disturbed. In the stratosphere, the layers are very distinct. There's no disturbance here. That's why it's called as the stratosphere. The stratosphere is having no weather conditions. The question है, so will stratosphere have clouds? Yes or no? No in general, but there are some clouds. वो बड़े unique type के clouds होते हैं. They don't cause rains. We call those clouds as nacreous clouds. So in principle, stratosphere will not have clouds. Will not have clouds. Okay. Stratosphere में there is no rains, but there are some special clouds. अब ये कैसे बनता है जाने दो इसको. Some special clouds, and these are called as nacreous clouds. Nacreous का मतलब होता है dead. Necro means dead. They're called as nacreous clouds, and these don't cause rains. The stratosphere has special clouds called as nacreous clouds. They do not cause rains. They're type of dead clouds. अक्षत जाने दो, अभी बाद देखा जाएगा. अभी keep writing what I'm teaching you. Nacreous, जीशान बस नाम लग के छोड़ दो ना. किस कैटेगरी का है, कैसे बनता है, वो मैकेनिज्म किसी और दिन किसी और सब्जेक्ट में. ओके, ज्योग्राफी में इतना काफी है. ओके, सो यू मस्ट नो मैच द फॉलोइंग में काम आ सकता है. Stratosphere has nacreous clouds. They don't cause rains. Okay, and just remember this fact here. एक fact याद रखो, that ozone is present from about 10 kilometers to 50 kilometers. Okay, but ozone is a maximum at around 20-25 kilometers. Just a fact you must remember. Ozone is present from 10 kilometers to 50 kilometers. ये vary करता है. Okay. And maximum amount of ozone कहां पर होता है? Around 20-25 kilometers. Savindra Singh will say 22 kilometers. ठीक है? That's okay. That's one fact. Another fact याद रखो. Okay. Another fact, remember this. That stratosphere, because of its atmospheric stability, okay, is where cruising planes fly. Cruising plane का मतलब है you fix a speed and leave it. Okay, so aircrafts, they cross the troposphere, they enter into lower stratosphere, और वहां पर they can cruise very easily. Okay, because there's no disturbance. Of course, it will not be any aircrafts. Okay, most of them, if they can fly that high, yeah, they'll have no turbulence. So lower stratosphere is where there is stability, and that is where the cruising aeroplanes will fly. Is where cruising का मतलब क्या है? One constant speed. Where cruising aircrafts will fly just above the tropopause limits. सत्यम उसको छोड़ दो. Okay, I know you know a bit more, but इतना याद रखें आप. This was a prelims question asked. Okay, where do the aircrafts fly and why? Because at this level you will not have much of air turbulence. It is stable. और वैसे भी कम एयर है तो फ्रिक्शन भी कम होगा. So they can fly very conveniently. उसके ऊपर क्यों नहीं जाएगा? जा सकता है, ज़्यादा तेल खर्च होगा और क्या? You just enter that and stay there. Okay. Cut off is 85. You can score 105. मुझे रखना है 85.5. मेरा काम बन जाता है, right? That's convenient. Okay. The third layer is mesosphere. Mesosphere, remember, it is a transition layer. Okay, from around 50 kilometers to about 80 kilometers. Mesosphere is a transition layer. Okay, it cools with height. इसका why यही है that इसके ऊपर का जो layer है that again warms up with height. Example बताया था मैंने. This is your troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere. This will cool with height, warms with height, and thermosphere also warms with height. तो बीच में जो बचेगा ज्वाइन कर दो इसको. ये ट्रांजिशन लेयर है. Okay, so this layer will cool with height. The transition layer, it cools with height. Mesosphere. Okay. Mesosphere can also have some clouds. ये again बड़े different type के clouds होते हैं. These clouds are called as noctilucent clouds. They're called as noctilucent. N-O-C-T-I. Nocti means nocturnal, means night. Lucent means glowing. So in the night time they shine for whatever reasons. They have ions. Yes, you're right. Okay, mesosphere is heated from below. Correct. Because this part is warmer. So this warm will heat this layer. It heats from below. You are right. Mesosphere is heated from below. And it has some clouds. Uska formation अलग process है again. Leave that. The clouds are called as noctilucent clouds. So two new names that you know. One is what are nacreous clouds, the special clouds of the stratosphere, and noctilucent clouds are the clouds of the mesosphere. All done? इसमें कुछ खास ऐड नहीं करना है. The fourth is the thermosphere. Thermosphere is beyond 80 kilometers. Thermosphere is beyond 80 kilometers. It is mostly ionic. It has ions. It is mostly ionic in composition. It has loose ions. Okay, and these ions are again capable of absorbing some insolation. The thermosphere is beyond 80 kilometers height. It is mostly ionic in composition. It has loose ions like helium ion होगा, hydrogen ion होगा. ठीक है? It has loose ions. It will have oxygen ions also. and these ions are again capable of absorbing some insolation. Okay, insolation. Thermosphere. Thermosphere is therefore also heated from above. Is also heated from above. When I say also, what am I comparing with? When I say also, what am I comparing with? The stratosphere, correct. Like stratosphere, this also is heated from above. Okay, but एक बहुत important point याद रखो, very important point here is the thermosphere has a high temperature. The thermosphere has high temperature, but the thermosphere has a negligible heat. Anybody can explain this to me? The thermosphere has high temperature, but it has negligible heat. Yes. So temperature क्या होता है? Temperature is the degree of hotness, and heat is the energy. So आपका formula आता है that heat is equal to mc theta. ये temperature है. This is the heat capacity. Okay, and this is the mass. So anything that has less mass will have less heat. Okay, but temperatures high हैं. The degree of hotness or coldness, okay, that can vary, but overall energy is very less. Yes, Dishan. Yes. So it has negligible heat. Okay, it has negligible heat. इसका रीजन क्या है? Mass is less because thermosphere is very rarefied. Means it has a very less density, almost no molecules. It is very rarefied. मतलब बहुत कम molecules of atmosphere है. It has very less molecules of the atmosphere. It is very rarefied. It is very less dense. Very less dense. अब एक याद रखो, the thermosphere has mostly ions, and therefore in terms of composition, the thermosphere has mostly ions. It has mostly ions. Therefore, in terms of composition, it is called the ionosphere. It is called as the ionosphere. It is mostly ions, therefore called as ionosphere. Ionosphere. And the ionosphere plays a very important role in deflecting radio waves for communication. It plays a very important role in deflecting the radio waves in communication. Yes, correct. Yeah, ionosphere के अलग-अलग layers हैं. There is a D layer, there is a E layer, there is F layer, there is a G layer. अलग-अलग layers हैं. Okay, D layer, E layer, F layer and G layer. उसमें भी there are some subdivisions also. Okay, you remember two layers. एक layer, okay, E layer में, so D layer में है. It's called as the Appleton layer. और एक E layer में है. It's called as Kennelly heavy side layer. Remember these two names. Okay, the ionosphere. These are the layers. layers of ionosphere. इसमें और भी सब पार्ट हैं, D है, D double dash है, D dash है, D sporadic है, the lot of sub parts also. But in general, remember, there's a D layer, the E layer, F layer, and a G layer. One part of this layer is called as Appleton layer, Appleton, Appleton layer, and this a layer is called as Kennelly Heaviside layer. These two are more important for the radio communication. Appleton layer, this reflects medium waves, medium radio waves, and this layer will reflect the short waves, the short wave radio waves. Kennelly Heaviside, Kennelly, Kennelly, Kennelly Heaviside layer. Oh no, I think I have reversed it. I'm sorry. इसको नीचे, इसको ऊपर करो. I will. This is called as Kennelly Heaviside, and the upper one is called as the Appleton. Okay, Kennelly Heaviside deflects medium waves and Appleton deflects short waves. Please reverse कर लीजिए. Arrow mark लगा दो ना, you know it then. Yes. So हमें उतना डिटेल जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, you remember this. Okay, let's move on. So that's for today. We continue tomorrow. Medium waves, one type of radio waves.